Well, I think we need to stop monkeying around because it is time for us to have your second bonus game of the marathon, Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble. We are doing World Tour with Helix. Take it away.
Hello everyone, I'm Helix. Of course, thank you all so much for donating to meet this bonus run. This is going to be an absolute blast. But without further ado, I do have a couple of commentators with me.
Hello, yeah, I'm Lime_SR. I was on the first run, and now I'm on the second to last run. Full circle, something like that. Something monkey ball, I don't know. There's also another commentator.
Hello everybody, I'm AwesomeFly. I'm here for commentary on the Rumble game.
Yeah, thank you both for being on. This will be a great time. Before we get started, I do need to know which outfit won the bid war. There are a lot of great options, but I believe there was one that was kind of blowing out the others. So, which outfit won?
It looks like with $123, Shadow is the winner. Second closest was Majima at $45. Yeah, Shadow took it.
That's a good choice, though. If there was going to be one that blows out the other, Shadow's a good choice. So, viewers of my stream, this isn't going to be anything new to you since I normally use this one, but that's okay. We will be playing through World Tour, which is all 10 of the first 10 worlds in the game that make up the main story. There are 10 extra worlds, but those are really hard, and I haven't properly learned those yet. So we're playing World Tour. It's the most popular category anyway. And I think we can just get into it. I do need to play as Baby, that's why there's an outfit bid war, and not a character bid war. I'm jumbling up my words. But we can get into why that is during the run. So I'm gonna hop into time attack here and start on go. 3, 2, ready, go.
Good luck.
Good luck.
So the first thing you're gonna notice here, probably, is that I have a spin dash. For me, it's my right trigger. If I hold my right trigger, that charges up a spin dash, and when I release it, burst of speed in whatever direction I am holding. Brand new mechanic, added to the Monkey Ball series with this game, and it's actually quite fun. Oh, okay.
Oh.
And very rarely,
monkey.
that strat doesn't work. What a great start. There we go. So, but you're already kind of starting to see the power of the spin dash. We use it to just skip everything. It's all over the place. My theory is that some of these levels were designed before they implemented the spin dash, which I actually think is awesome.
A majority of them can be completed without the spin dash entirely, but the spin dash just adds that extra layer. If you understand how to use it, it just adds so much more to the run.
Yeah, outside of the spin dash, this is just like monkey ball gameplay, obviously. Like going like forward, backwards, left, right, like moving the monkey in the ball to get to the goal. All of that good stuff. Except this is just the newest game with more features and all of that.
Yeah, and I saw a comment in chat about the Dole product placement. They did bring, for those who don't know, Dole was a sponsor of the first couple of Monkey Ball games, and they did bring them back here as like forced DLC. I can't get rid of them.
It is a temporary collaboration.
Yeah, so I think in like a couple of months or something they won't be here anymore. It's really funny though.
Yeah, actually, the first two Monkey Ball games were sponsored by Dole, and then Deluxe, which is basically the first two games, wasn't sponsored by Dole, so they took all the Dole product placement.
Yeah, they had to
out
remove.
Yeah.
Going around. I am trying to bounce off this sidewall here with a spin dash, just to get a little bit of height, and then use that height to bounce off of the wall that's right in front of me.
The strat's really tricky because it requires basically a wall hit into a clip, so there's a lot of precision into those. There we go, nice.
Yeah. It does not normally take me that long, but that's okay.
Yeah, with how abusable the spin dash is in completing some of the levels really quickly, some of the strats are just really, really specific. Like even if they look kind of easy, like a lot of them are just really
absolutely.
precise.
I mean that's Monkey Ball though, right? Like most things in this game are quite specific. The spin dash only adds to that.
This game is a little bit different, though, in the sense of the precision does come from a different spot. In most previous entries, pausing was a very big point for precision, where like pause strats of like pausing on a specific frame on the timer, that used to be a very big thing. That's not really a thing at all in this game.
Yeah.
It's there.
It was
and you can do it
for a single patch, and then they got rid of it. Basically, they've changed the physics a couple times with patches.
Yeah, it is worth mentioning that they are actively updating this game. We're actually getting an update later this week that adds Hatsune Miku and Godzilla to the game as playable characters.
That's not a joke.
Hatsune Miku's gonna be my main.
That's not a joke.
I kind of love that.
We are 100% serious.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a Miku
awesome.
and a palette player. Unfortunately, my OG Monkey Ball main Mimi is not good in this game.
Well, unfortunately, most characters besides Baby are really not viable for speed. Well, you can play as them and you can get good times with them, but if you want world record, you pretty much have to play as Baby, and that is because they horribly overtuned Baby stats. It's kind of awesome. Baby has the highest friction stat and gravity stat in the game, meaning that he accelerates the fastest out of any character. He also decelerates the fastest out of any character. He also has a very good top speed, and so I like to compare controlling a Baby in this game to a Formula 1 race car. Just accelerates very quickly, is very fast, handles like an absolute dream. He's absurd.
He is capable of defying physics and just going up like certain ledges that other characters simply cannot. The friction stat of his to just be able to hold on to those higher like angled planes, it's completely on a different level. Like there's no other way to say it. He is just the best character in this game.
He is so good and turns so quickly that newer players often have a hard time even using him because he's so touching.
Yeah.
I love that strat. I am actually very happy I got that first try. That is a strat I started implementing like yesterday.
Love to see it. It is worth mentioning. Oh, good.
Yeah, shout out to Moo is my username, who is the person I'm actually racing this at AGDQ in a little over a month. He has found a lot of really cool strats that I've taken some inspiration from. What were you saying, Sean?
I was going to add that while we're talking about characters, it's worth mentioning that beyond Baby, for playing this game casually, there's a lot of customization. There are a lot of additional characters. Overall, there are currently 18 characters, soon to be 20 in the next like 2 to 3 days. With a... and I won't say who, but unreleased characters that should be coming to the game later. Overall, all of these characters have different stats and all play differently, which means that while Baby is the best for this category, he is not the best at every single stage in the game. So when you come to individual levels, like playing just the level that she was playing right now, maybe Baby's not the best for that one. I think Baby is funny enough, but there are other characters who are viable on other stages, so this isn't just Baby for it's not Super Baby Ball entirely. He is best for this category, but he is not best for the entire game overall.
Yeah, which actually leads really nicely into a shout out to the IL community. Extremely active community, actually more so than RTAs. There are a bunch of people constantly working to get the best possible times on every single level in this game, including, not only the base 10 worlds, but also the extra worlds. There are 20 even more difficult levels being added in the upcoming patch on Tuesday, and I'm sure that those will be popping off with ILs as well. We're into World 3, by the way, and this is where the run really starts to pick up. A lot of hard strats in this world, like this one. This one's really ridiculous. Oh, wait, I'm fine.
Oh, saved it.
Sure.
Well done.
Sure. Yeah,
That
might as
was
well,
beautiful.
right? That was really funny. There are wormholes in this game as well. Kind of like in the originals. Ooh, okay, that was strange. Misaimed my spin dash a little bit. Just hit the... yeah, wormholes take you to another wormhole. They're like a teleporter, basically. Not used too often, especially not in the space set of stages, but they are useful.
I'm used to seeing wormholes in like custom levels where like if you go through them at certain like angles, like shenanigans happens, and in this game they're just so like vanilla. I don't know.
Yeah. But, I mean, with that said, the level design in this game is actually very good. Like, the best it's been in at least a decade.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Not like a decade
I saw unreleased people, like, were complaining about it, but I didn't see it. Like, I think that this game has, like, some of the best, like, Monkey Ball level design, especially, like, when, like, keeping in mind, like, the spin dash that you have.
Yeah. And I'm gonna let our host take over for the next couple of stages. Very brief one.
we do have a $50 donation from Taven to save the animals, saying, read this message out loud, bro. Yeah, I read it for you. Thank you so much. And just so you know, we are getting close to that next level, the $18,000. We're getting... we still have quite a ways to go in order to meet the incentive for Super Metroid, so please get those donations in. And I hear that if we meet that, there may be something special later. What could be special? I'm not sure. We've already got monkeys and balls. It might be even better than that. Nothing can be better than a monkey and a ball, though.
We do need to save the animals, because monkeys are included in animals, so... but anyway, this strat is really cool. Used to be one of the least reliable strats in the run. It's gotten a bit better now. I feel like for some reason it's... Nice, second try is not bad at all. I feel like for some reason it's got more consistent with the most recent patch. I don't know why, but I'll take it, because that one used to be really awful. This one's also really cool. Manage my speed, bounce off that. I hit just like the very edge of like one of the stairs that I bounced off of, basically. Ah, that'll barely work. Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Very cool strat, very difficult, but I love using the level geometry to my advantage when I can. We kind of do the same thing here. You can bounce off of this. Okay, yeah.
Level geometry, like, abusing that is so funny in, like, speedruns, I think.
Absolutely.
There's just so many levels like that in Monkey Ball that just, like, kind of go unsaid because, like, everything that happens in this game is just so precise, like we were talking about earlier.
That strat didn't work. I'm gonna throw myself off and try it again. Normally, I would just take the, like, guaranteed backup here, but I want to throw this off if I can. There we go.
The normal way you're supposed to play this stage is each of those rotating plates has a button inside that slowly reveals just like an up ramp to the goal section, but by just clipping off of one of those discs, she's able to just skip having to hit all those buttons and finish in 5 seconds.
I'm gonna try this strat as well. That's not gonna work. Almost. Yeah. I tried to do my spin dash too early, and the cooldown period wasn't over, and so it didn't start charging. And this is a strat where... Oh, I bounced off of the marble that time.
Oh!
It almost worked. Alright, I'm actually gonna just do this the normal way now. You can see how this is meant to be played. Somewhat, I am still gonna take the ending rather quickly. That strat's very hard. I don't normally even go for it in runs. And that's the much safer way to do it. World 4 is... I like to say a run doesn't matter until it's past World 4, because World 4 is just so inconsistent overall.
But there's a lot of really cool strats in there that make it an interesting world. So it's not just like a boring... It's not boring getting to it at all.
Yep. This is one of my least favorite levels in the... I completely whiffed my spin dash. If you release your spin dash in the air, nothing happens. And there's really no coyote time. So, okay, thanks for those bounces.
Yeah, there's a little bit of, like, spin dash tech, but overall most of it is just release it on the ground, it sends you in the direction you're going. You can use it to cradle your falls a little bit. If you release the spin dash as you land, it will cancel a little bit of your vertical momentum, so it will kind of like catch you and help you fall a little bit faster.
Yeah, which is really nice. I'll be at least trying to use that on a stage in World 6. Hopefully it works. Alright, just kind of ignore those boost panels, it's fun. There is a... I should mention, the spin dash does not set your speed to a given value, it actually adds on to your current speed. And dash panels, that like the one I just bounced off of, work the same way. So, especially if you combine the spin dash and a dash panel, you can get incredible amounts of speed. I'm gonna try to do basically the IL strat here. That'll work, that's very good. Thanks.
Very nice.
Need some quick low clips from those platforms there. This stage is quite funny. You can just do this. My aim was almost really bad, but I fixed it.
Ooh.
I did that casually, and I thought I was like so smart for like
Same.
like doing it, but it's like not even that hard.
I did this casually too. I also did this casually. This stage is cool.
Sega would hate to see my casual playthrough.
Honestly.
I don't know. I mean, they're leaning into it. There's a whole time attack mode that we're playing in. It's actually a very nice timer. We just completely use IGT for the leaderboards and everything. It's really nice. There's an in-game leaderboard as well. So I don't know. I think Sega is really leaning into the speedrun territory with this one, which I think is perfect. I think this game is made for it. Clearly.
Monkey Ball in general is because it's always about getting the fastest time as possible on a stage. It naturally it leans itself towards speedrunning.
I just can't wait for like the PC release for this game and like the bingo that comes from it. It's gonna be like incredible.
Gosh, we need a PC port for this game. Sega, if you're listening, I'm begging you.
I'm on all 7s right now, Sega, please.
I feel that.
Even if every texture has to say Dole, then we'll still take it.
I suppose.
You can mod it out. You can mod it out.
I was gonna say,
you can do modding.
Oh, let's go! Manhole is the best stage in the game.
Manhole!
I love Manhole.
Manhole!
Don't clip that, I think.
Manhole!
This stage, we push this disc into the hole in the center. That's it. That's the whole stage.
It has like physics though on it. It's awesome.
Yeah, and it's because it's gonna fall into the hole. There it goes. And this mechanic is never revisited anywhere else in the game.
It's essentially just a very pancakey version of those boulders we saw earlier in World 4.
Yeah.
And again, right here, like it's another physics object, but they never use a unique physics object again, other than those like boulders that repeat and the one manhole.
If y'all like the manhole, you should definitely donate for that. It was a good one.
We love.
That's not gonna make it in. Can I save it? Not quite. Okay. Didn't quite get enough distance on my spin dash there. Try it again.
Yeah, I feel like levels that like are just entirely made of half pipes are just like so difficult because you have to be really precise because pretty much anywhere you land on that half pipe is just going to be different unless like you like lab it out and practice perfectly every single time.
And now we're into World 6, and they like forgot to make good levels for this world.
There's a lot of big level design in this world and a lot of auto-scrolling level design in this world, which just doesn't lend itself well to speedruns. Like, casually, it's fine. I think it provides a decent challenge, but in terms of a speedrun, this is by far the longest world, at least in the base 10.
Like, we made it sound a little bit worse than it actually is. There are some really cool levels, but then there are stages like this, and it's like, yeah, you just kind of...
Roll elevators.
You ride elevators. There's another one that's even worse, coming up in a little bit. I am going to do a little bit of a cycle skip here. But that skips one cycle. There is a way to skip another, but it is very, very difficult, and I need to really just sit down and actually spend a couple hours learning it so I can finally do it. Stage is next. I still don't remember the order of levels in this game. I should, but I don't. This one's cool, because we can mostly bounce to the end. I'm going to play it safe and wait for that cycle. There we go.
I think it's so hard to learn the order of the levels when it's like split into worlds. Like it's so much easier for me to like remember like Expert 32 than it is to remember like 6-4.
Yeah. This one's really cool.
Oh. Oh. Posted.
So rude. I'll try it again.
I will give this game a lot of credit for being on the Switch. It has fantastic physics, like collision detection, and generally you don't get like large goalpost rips like you might be used to in older Monkey Ball games where you just like clip through the goalpost and says, yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
Like, this game overall is just very good with that sort of stuff.
So this is the ultra long stage I was talking about. It is just an auto-scroller, so Recentra, I'll let you talk until the end of the next stage.
Sounds good, because we have just around $900 left to get the Save the Animals. This is the last incentive that is up right now, so please get that in. Like, the sooner that we can hit that, the closer we are to the $20,000 that we would love to get for the Trans Lifeline. We've got a new PB already, but let's make it even bigger, you know? Don't just stop at a second save. Get like a whole 10 minutes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a cool strat, if I can nail it. Almost. Trying to carry speed from a spin dash through that spring and just really just jump all the way over to the end. Cool, alright. There is a safer way to do that, but it loses anywhere from a second to half a second. I want to do the faster thing. But this stage is why I needed to make sure that we were able to talk here, because there is a massive skip that I'm going to go for probably a few times until I get it. It's very inconsistent, but essentially I'm trying to hit like the top edge of that platform I just bounced off of and get it to launch me up further into the level. I have fallen out twice now to this, but if I get the full skip, it will still save time.
This is arguably one of the
Yes!
most important strats in the middle of the game,
Oh,
and there it is.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it is so hard.
Oh, that was so worth trying it 3 times. Let's go.
Yeah, corner clips in Monkey Ball games were just the bane of my existence. They're so difficult.
That strat is... I don't want to call it awful, because it's kind of cool, but it's so inconsistent.
This
You
game
can
is a
say
level
awful,
of,
but like lovingly.
this game is a level of imprecision to it that the other Monkey Ball games don't really have. It's just like it's the difference in engine combined with the difference in just like the overall feel and a little bit of just. I mean, the timer works differently. Like it's just an overall different feel than the other games. So hitting strats like that is much more difficult, especially without being able to pause and like precisely line up an angle. She's just doing that based off of like pure practice and like reaction.
Yeah.
So it is very impressive.
I also have the IL record on that floating panel stage that I got the full skip on. I have practiced that a ton. You saw me pausing on the last level. There is like one pause strat that I go for, and it's that one because it is lenient enough where it still kind of works. Also, I got chakram skip, which is awesome. But I missed it, so you're not gonna get to see it, unfortunately. But what was that?
Was that the pause strat, the modification, the one I had? I forget if we found it again.
It's the one you showed me, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Where you pause at like point something 2 and just hold forward. And it just kind of works.
We mentioned it before, but like with them
Ooh.
constantly updating this game, they do update the physics, and then that breaks certain strategies between updates. Pause strats particularly aren't really reliable until they stop updating this game, because every time there's an update, usually it changes things. I think we're kind of out of the woods with like physics updates and whatnot, but
I hope we're done with that.
Can't be too sure.
I think the game's in a really good spot now, so I hope we're done with that.
We do have a couple donations.
Oh,
$25 from Moonblaze Wolf. Oh no, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. That was not your fault.
Well, Moonblaze Wolf didn't say anything, so we'll still blame him, okay? Mr.
Dang, sorry,
Shasta
Blaze.
gave $50 and said, I want to save the animals. We've got the donations starting to come in. Keep this train a-rolling, everybody. $5 from everybody watching, and we can easily meet that Save the Animals incentive.
That
How much
was
left
a
in
cool
that
strat.
incentive?
We have, I believe, just under $900 left, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, y'all will get there. Get those donations in. You know,
yeah.
You can't sleep on it, but y'all will get there.
$900 from everyone in the stream right now would definitely get there.
That's true.
Wow,
saying.
facts.
Yeah, World 7, actually, you know, now that we're out of World 6, this is where the run really picks up. The level design from this point on is almost always just impeccable. There are, like, 1 or 2 stages I don't like in the rest of the run entirely. The run becomes incredibly fun from here on. This is your reward for dealing with World 6. Which World 6, even, like, with all the strats we found, is not that bad anymore either, but...
Yeah, I think World 6 in the run is, like, so much more palatable than it was, like, week 1.
Oh, absolutely.
World 5 and 6 are kind of like, I'll say the low point of the run. Even still, they're not bad stages, they're not bad casually, but like in terms of the speedrun, they just don't work as well. But then once you get to like 7, 8, and 9, and then 10, 10 is arguably one of my favorite worlds in like the entire franchise.
It's peak, yeah.
It's so pretty, and
really
the
good.
stage design is really good overall.
Yeah, But we will just keep singing this game's praises. It is probably, in my opinion at least, the best Monkey Ball game we've gotten since Deluxe. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Okay, just had to wait for my spin dash to recharge a little bit. Something I don't think we've mentioned yet is that Baby also has the highest restitution stat. It is called restitution internally. What that means is Baby is the bounciest character in the game. He physically bounces higher than every other character, which does tend to help out with some strats.
Yeah, we can talk about it a little bit. The stats in this game, they brought back stats, which I believe was introduced in Banana Blitz Banana Blitz, the original one, and then brought back in Banana Blitz HD. But each monkey has its own unique stats. We talked about it a little bit before that Baby just has the best stats, and kind of what those are, like the friction, gravity, and all those. The game will only show you 4 different sets of stats. It'll show you spin, weight, speed, and break, if I'm not mistaken. But it'll only show you a few like primary stats on the character select screen, but the stats actually go way more in depth than that in the files and in the code of the game. So there's a lot that you don't necessarily get to see on that stat screen. We're very grateful that we can go into the files and find those and use those to analyze which characters are best for what those hidden stats are. You can find a full list of those on the individual level sheet. Again, shout out to the IL community for being crazy with the individual levels of this game. But there's...
The strat rules, by the way.
Yeah, the strat's awesome.
First try, let's go.
Nice.
That's not easy.
That's so baller.
Beautiful. We have $5 from Donkey Kong, who says, "Ooh, banana."
You're not wrong.
There are a lot of bananas. $50 from Clicky Coyote, who says, "Save the animals, especially all the coyotes." Yep, 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 yep. Sporadic Erratic gave $50 and said, "Well, obviously we need to save the animals, and we definitely need to hit that 18K for Trans Lifeline, and we are almost there." Actually, I think we hit it. The Wayfaring Fox gave $25 and said, "Didn't realize saving the animals was an incentive for this run. I appreciate y'all a lot."
Okay.
Technically, it's for the next run, but we hit 18K, everybody. We are there.
I feel like it's an incentive for the whole marathon. This is, I mean, it's a group of furries. Like, you gotta save the animals.
It's
Exactly.
required.
How did I bounce over that? I have never bounced over that
Unlucky.
before.
You got no height off that.
No, I think I went over the slope I was trying to bounce off of. I didn't even know that was a possibility. Okay. Well, you
Also-
gotta have one of those moments in every marathon, right?
Just to nerd emoji you a little bit, Swim. Technically, stats exist in Monkey Ball Adventure, but
No.
We don't talk about it. Adventure.
they influence the load times for like loading into level.
I forgot about
And Baby is also
Oh
the
my
fastest,
God.
so it's Baby and then Mimi and then I think God.
I genuinely forgot that existed. Yeah, we are wrapping up World 8 very soon here. There's only one more level in it after this one. I really enjoy World 8. Didn't quite go my way this time, but that's alright. I mean, I mentioned I have been trying to implement some new strats, and some of them have been betraying me. Also, some of the regular strats have been betraying me, and that's just how this game goes sometimes. Such a precise run. Yeah, moving into World 9. This is another strat that might betray me, because I've been really trying to optimize the ending to this. You'll see what I mean. Beautiful, that was actually very fast.
Well done.
That was the fastest I have ever done that in a run. You might have noticed that at the end of every stage, it shows me my splits, which is really cool.
This game has built-in splits, which is wild.
Yeah. Oh, this is a really precise strat that I came up with not too long ago.
It'll show you your overall pace compared to your record in the category, as well as just your overall pace compared to your best on the stage.
Yeah. So like that that second number, that blue minus 0.08 or something, that was comparing to the best I have ever played that stage while in the World Tour time attack run, basically.
Nice first try, Broken Square.
Yeah, thank you, I got lucky. That stage is
That stage used to be
unfortunately not reliable.
consistent. It used to be.
It used
And
to
then
be.
Physics broke it.
We traded straw for it, basically.
We
is
did, you know what?
happened.
That's fair.
Which I will take it. Straw being 4-2. Yeah. This is the longest stage left in the run, actually. But we're almost done with it already. It's not too bad, and there's another quite long stage coming up. Not the stage after this, but the one after that. And that one's pretty cool. For a while I thought that we were just kind of doomed to have to play it, but turns out you can do cycle skips on it. But before we get to that, I need to play the stage, and this is one of those where it's like, there's no way to design this with a spin dash in mind, because I can just do that. It's another one of those.
Yeah.
That stage without spin dashes is really fun. Like,
It is.
If you own the
Yeah.
game, please play it. But also, you can also just skip it like that. It's pretty fun. Also.
It's a really well-designed stage. It's very fun, but for a speedrun, we just, nope. But yeah, this is Spiral Zone, and can hopefully get the cycle skips. Nice. Not over yet. Gotta make sure I finish in the goal. There we go. Cool.
Well done.
That's very important.
Nice.
Those skips save, I think, like 12-ish seconds. So this run is actually wrapping up relatively quickly. There's only one more world after this. focus up a little bit here because the ending to this is a little tricky. Nice. Okay. It's very, very easy to overshoot or undershoot. And I didn't want to do that. This one's also really cool. You know, you're seeing this whole stage, and you're like, well, how are you going to do that? This is how.
Yep.
We can just
It's just that
spin
triple.
dash.
One
Yeah, you just
single edge clip.
spin dash off the ledge there, and you get enough height to go straight in the goal. Sorry, Sega. We're not playing any of that.
Sega would hate to see my casual playthrough.
Same.
This stage is
I was gonna
really
say, like,
cool.
50% of this is cheesing the levels, and 50% is playing it absolutely in an impossible way, you know? That we all look and we're like, what the crap are you doing? And it's like no in between those two extremes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Alright, we're into World 10, which Swimfly was building up as.
I
Yeah.
love World 10 so much. Just look at
Me
it.
too,
It's
honestly.
so pretty.
I always forget that this is World 10 because the last world looks like World 12 from Banana Blitz HD. So in my mind, that's like the final world, and then it's like, oh yeah, there's like rolled out like cyberspace or whatever it's called.
Yeah, and then this is the last, or the last long level, pretty much. So Bersentia, you've got time for like one donation.
Well, luckily, or for better or for worse, we don't have donations, but we are
Well, you better soon.
a little
Get on that.
over a third of the way to saving the animals for Super Metroid. And don't forget, we have a secret special thing if we meet that incentive, so please get those donations in. And I want to read them.
There's not that much time left. This run's almost done, and then like the next run you only have like half an hour or something. Like to get those donations.
It's going to go
Yeah.
by so quickly.
The next run's estimate, what, like 47 minutes? So that's
I mean, it's
why
Super
that's why you'll need
Metroid.
to go donate right now.
The estimate keeps dropping every single time I look. It's Super Metroid.
Alright, this is the first of what I like to call the big three of World 10. There's 3 stages in this world that are quite difficult. How did I not fall out?
Whoa. That's baby
That made
friction.
me
That's
nervous.
baby friction.
That's
That's
cheating.
baby
Yeah.
friction.
Best character in the game.
Again,
Love
highest friction stat in the game, meaning he slows down very quickly. Most other characters will fall off there because they simply cannot slow down that quickly.
There are like 2 or 3 other characters that maybe could have survived that. Baby is just, again, on an entirely different level.
Yeah.
We did have $125 from Michael McCaw, who said those monkeys may be protected in those sturdy balls, but the animals of Planet Z needs our help. Let's hit that goal and bring them home safely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, $125, super kind. But every donation, even the smaller donations, $5,
That's baby's friction
everything
again.
makes a difference. Oh, baby
That's-
friction.
That
Baby
strat
friction saved
is
it
like
again.
just not possible with any other character. You have to slow down that quickly, or it just doesn't
Yeah,
work.
literally.
2 stages to go. Time will be when I enter the goal on not this level, but the next one. That level where I mentioned baby's friction, one before the one I just played, was the other member of the Big Three, and this is the last member of the Big Three, simply because it's very
big.
easy to fall out on this portion right here. Nice. Alright, we stayed in, and the rest of it is, I don't want to say free, because I have Fallout, but
Smoother sailing.
it's not
I
bad.
guess.
And time. Cool. 1504. That is not bad at
GG's.
all. I'll take that.
GG's, yeah, that's really good for
That is not
Marathon.
bad. Yeah, that is still like what, like at least top 5, right?
I don't know. I don't think it is anymore.
I don't know anymore, yeah.
Not
'cause
anymore?
Everyone's
Let's
been
try.
pushing this pretty far.
Wow, yeah,
Let's
I didn't realize that everyone's been like running it like that.
You're
Oh,
yeah, this-
live to me.
World Tour has been pushed so far as of late, and there's it's actually a kind of a good thing to talk about. If I press Y to view the rankings here, shout out to this nice in-game leaderboard. Come on, there it is. You'll see like a couple of Japanese runners. There's Moo. There's myself. There are a couple of French runners in here, and that would be. Wow, there are 8 people with a sub 15 now. That's really cool. So that would have been 9th actually. Also, you can see, just look at Baby's dominance here. The entirety
Yep,
of the top
literally.
7. And there's more. Anyway, yeah, that was run incredibly fast-paced. This is a fantastic Monkey Ball game. If you've been looking to get into the Monkey Ball series or get back into the Monkey Ball series, highly recommend this game. I believe it is on sale right now still. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Let me get double check.
Y'all might not know, but yeah, while you double check, also,
It is.
you know, yeah, you can join the Discord if you want to learn the run, or just head over to the speedrun.com page, SMBBR. You can, if you don't want to join the Discord, I'm sure you can just like ask a question in the forums. I'll see it. But yeah, definitely get involved. There's also individual worlds and ILs as well. There's plenty of stuff to do in this game, and there will be even more stuff after Tuesday, after that update drops. I'm very glad that I was able to, not only be involved with this event, but also being a bonus game is a huge honor, especially given the cause is Trans Lifeline. I mean, hello. So, thank you, Fastest Furs, for having me. Anything the two of you have to say before I do my last couple shoutouts?
I was just gonna say yes, you were correct. Currently, the digital game is on sale for $24.99, which is half off. So get this game while you can. It is really good, really fun, and they are adding more. Again, Miku and Gunzilla are showing up in 2 days, and there is more on the way. Other than that, that's really all for me.
Anything from you, briefly, Limey?
Yeah, I had a run on Thursday, so whenever the WODs come out, check that out. Other than that, all my shoutouts are in there, so don't worry about me.
Fair enough. Yeah, if you enjoyed this, I'm obviously going to be playing so much of this game in the lead up to AGDQ, so you can catch my stream at twitch.tv/helix13_. That's also my YouTube, that's also my Twitter, although if you're going to follow me on Twitter, you should follow me on Blue Sky instead, helix13.bsky.social, because they didn't let me have an underscore. Yeah, with that, shout out to Midwest Feed Fest as well. Thanks again for having me. Keep on donating, y'all, and trans rights. I'll see y'all later.
Thank you so much for the fantastic Monkey Ball run. Honestly, it always blows me away whenever I watch one of these runs because of how much skill goes into it. And also, even if you haven't played Monkey Ball, it's very easy to see how skilled they are. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We do have $10 from JD Puppy, who says save the animals, or that's for save the animals, specifically the incentive. He says, I saw a baby monkey in a ball say, I'm going $10 mode, and take out $10. So here's $10. Everybody, if you want, go ahead and go $10 mode. We will go ahead and take a small break. Kick back or go grab a little liquid. We'll be right here. I hope you all have been having a blast today. Heck, this whole weekend has been amazing. I'm super glad to be here. Thank you so much for coming and watching Fastest Furs Fall Fest 2024. I have a few more donations currently ready to read, but keep these donation trains coming because we got to meet that Save the Animals incentive. We have $25 from Cuden, who says trans rights are human rights. Also, save the frames, not the animals. Okay, look, you gotta assign it to the incentive. I don't make the rules, okay? You gotta assign it to the incentive. I don't care about the frames, okay? We gotta save those animals. Spiker gave $20 to save the animals and said, "Thank you, Fastest Furs staff and runners, for everything they do to provide such an amazing event for everyone. Let's go furries." Also, Aurora, no, that's from Cinderella. Aurora Dragoness said, $10 mode, $10 mode. Throw these $10 at him, chat. Let's save some critters, help Trans Lifeline, and smash some fundraising records. And that was $10 for the donation there. Let me go ahead and click refresh. Oh my gosh, we're getting a lot now. I knew it. Yeah, I could trust you, chat. I could trust all of you viewers that you were going to get these donations in. Okay. So we've got $10 from Silent SR. They say $10 finale train. That is to save the animals. Thank you, thank you. Lokai gave $10 and said $10 finale train. Wow, that was a very similar message. Arnie Rat gave $10 and said $10 finale train. There's a theme here. Okay, we had Rad, who gave $10 and said $10 finale train. That was 4 of them in a row with the exact same message. I love it. Dicey gave $10 and said $10 finale train. Oh my gosh, you're so good. However, breaking that train, that's okay. We can have a little train interruption. I know more is gonna come. Dragon Roast Coffee gave $150 also to save the animals, and they said that Super Monkey Ball run was amazing. What is even more amazing is how close we are to $20,000 in donations. Keep it up, everyone. We can do this. And yeah, we are getting super close to that. Keep the donations coming in. Everything big and small makes a difference for our charity. Iskaral gave $50 and said 5 tickets for the $10 finale train. Chugga 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 choo choo. There were no exclamation points. I can't yell it at the end. That's okay. $10 from Jonas, and they say $10 finale train. Willow Birch also gave $10 and said $10 finale train. Blaze Wolf gave $10 and said $10 finale train. We've got finale train, finale train, finale train. Oh, let me take a look at this incentive because we're getting much closer with all of those donations. $955 out of the $1,500. We might even be able to do this before we get back to the next run. Can we meet the Save the Animals incentive? Can you get the secret thing? Get the donations in. $20 from Cilia, who said, "Let's go." Thank you so much for that. Now, you all know we had Dragon Roast Coffee give a nice little donation there. Actually, they've given several donations throughout the marathon. Team Fastest Furs is proud to welcome Dragon Roast Coffee as an event sponsor for Fall Fest 2024. Dragon Roast Coffee is a dedicated coffee for gamers and the gaming community. Their small, passionate team puts their hearts into roasting coffee to order, and each batch is roasted with the mythical heat of dragon fire, infusing a touch of enchantment in every sip. Use the command !coffee in chat for a link to their website, dragonroast.coffee. While shopping, enter the promo code FALLFEST at checkout for 10% off your order. Plus for each 12-ounce bag of coffee purchased, Dragon Roast Coffee will donate $5 directly to Trans Lifeline. Based off of all of the donations that I've seen them send in, y'all are getting pretty caffeinated at this point. And you know, you can have a little bit more. I'll allow it. Hey, we have $10 from Flap, who says $10 finale train. We also have Clicky Coyote. I saw your donation from earlier, but they gave another $10 and said, I like trains. Aw, yeah. Who doesn't? I can imagine a few people who might not like trains. Like, if I got tied up on the train tracks, and yeah, I might be a little bit scared, but that's okay. Keep that train coming. Mr. Shasta gave $10 and said, $10 finale train. I'm going $10 mode. Oh my gosh. Mannequin Z gave $10 and said $10 finale train. I'm going to have this phrase engraven into my brain by the time that we're done with that. My neurons are getting rearranged based off of saying this phrase over and over. So please keep it coming. And speaking of that, we're at just over 2/3 of the way to the Save the Animals incentive for Super Metroid. Come on, save those animals. Let's do it ASAP. We don't want to leave any questions. We want to know before we start the run. Sure. I mean, you save the animals at the end, but we need to know their fate before we get there. Not only that, but the secret. The secret if you meet this incentive. I can't tell you what it is. They banned me from it, okay? I begged staff to let me tell you, but they said no. So you gotta get the donations in. We gotta save the animals, everybody. Of course, I want you to know that you are watching Fastest Furs Fall Fest 2024 in support of Trans Lifeline. The mission of Trans Lifeline is to connect trans people to the community support and resources that they need to survive and thrive. They envision a world where trans people have the connection, economic security, and care that everyone needs and deserves, free of police, emergency responders, and prisons that disproportionately inflict violence and mistreatment on trans individuals. Since 2014, Trans Lifeline operators have answered over 100,000 calls from their peers, and we fully support the mission of Trans Lifeline to help empower and trans people through the power of community and shared living experience. To learn more, please visit www.translifeline.org. Hey, it looks like we have $10 from Anonymous, and they actually said something. They said, choo-choo. That sounds like a train to me. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Now, just so you know, we are manually keeping track of everything here, so we will keep it updated and let you know when we hit the incentive. Keep the donations coming in. We will count everything towards it, so come on in, donate. We've got $10 from Astro Mouse, who says rights. Astro Mouse, you silly. Amazing event. Speedruns and furries are two of the best things. I think that chocolate is right up there as well, just in my opinion, okay? But I agree, those are fantastic. Keep having to hit this refresh button on donations because pretty much every time I get another one, I have a small break here. Chat. If you can't do $10, you can do $5. We can save those animals. It's completely fine. I know we can do it. I love that $10 train, but that's okay. You know what? We can do a half-off special $10 train. Of course, the donations are very important. I do want you to know that we have had people subscribing and dropping bits, and we love that. Team Festus Furs wants you to know that all revenue from Twitch subscriptions and cheered bits received during this weekend's event will support our events now and into the future, including our upcoming Festus Furs Live at FWA 2025 event, which will be returning to Furry Weekend Atlanta next year. Please consider subscribing now to get our Festus Furs emotes, featuring the always adorable PB the Cheetah, and don't forget to check and see if you have your free Twitch Prime Gaming sub available too. You might also want to know Marshmallow Paul is an emote, very important, and you can subscribe to get him. Of course, the donations are really what I need, okay? I'm thirsty for donations. And for those who haven't watched the FWA Marathon or been to FWA to watch the marathon live, it was a blast this last year. I was able to go. I absolutely enjoyed it. We raised a lot of money for a good cause, for the con charity. Highly recommend it. If you haven't had the chance to go, I greatly enjoyed it. Ian Keith in chat is saying that he learned it was my birthday at FWA. That was a total lie. That is not true. Not my birthday, not at all. Even a donation would not be able to convince me that it's my birthday. I don't even understand how that works. Maybe a good enough donation would do it. I don't know. Yeah, thanks for all the birthday wishes, nerds. If you want to wish me happy birthday, do it in a donation. How else can I sell out here? Hey. You could also donate and tell me what your favorite run of the marathon has been so far, because we have had tons of amazing watches this weekend. I mean, I've been watching a great majority of the marathon, but I know that I missed some runs. I missed FF9. I was asleep. I had to get my beauty sleep. Otherwise, I would look like a gremlin. It's kind of scary.
Pretty much it.